Hello, my friend. I'm Wayne Scherer, coming to you from Washington, D.C. Welcome. I'm glad you're joining me. In this newsletter, we're going to take a look quickly at the big red flags telling you an affiliate marketing, MLM, or network marketing company is bad. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you know whether you've gone to you picked a winner, particularly in the MLM or network marketing world? Um, Now remember this first, right up front. Multi-level marketing is really affiliate marketing. They're the same thing. The difference is multi-level marketing means you get affiliate commissions from the not only the people you sold to, but the people that you sold to, who they sold to. Okay, does that make sense? So that's what multi-level marketing actually means, and in relative to affiliate marketing, it's multi-tiered affiliates. Okay, so you have more than one level of affiliates. So we're going to look at all of that as we go through this quickly, and give you the red flags as to what to look out for when choosing a company you're going to promote or become part of the team. All right, so let's move on. Now, one of the biggest things you need to look out for is, does it actually have a product? Now, we're using a whiteboard here. Is there a real product, okay, to sell? So what I mean is, not are they just telling you that when you recruit people, you'll make money from the people below you. That it's also that you can simply sell the product without having to create to recruit people. Okay, that's the key that makes it a real business. That's why companies like, these long-standing companies like Herbalife and Amway and I don't remember all the names. There's so many out there. But even companies like Coca-Cola do network marketing and multi-level marketing. Big major corporations, Microsoft does it. It's not scams because it's called multi-level marketing, or MLM. Okay, that would be wrong. It is a scam if you cannot figure out what product or service is actually being sold, and that product or service can be sold without the person becoming a seller. Okay, that has to be possible to make it real. So is there a real product to sell, to as just a product, as if somebody came to a store and just wanted the product? Okay, along with that is along with that comes the following. When you signed up for the opportunity, did they tell you what you actually will be promoting? Okay. Now some of these recruiting films, there may actually be a product behind them, but if they won't tell you what the product is in their recruiting, I would not go near it. Okay, I don't care if you have some friend who just signed up and tells you that it's great. That's a red flag. If your friend is not a professional multi-level marketing, he's just getting started and signed up for this because he was all excited by the video, which told you how he's going to make money from multi-levels of affiliates, but the video did not say anything about how and what product was going to be sold, I would be suspicious. Okay, did they tell you what you will actually be promoting? That is very, very important. If they do not do that, I would be running. Okay, that there's no reason for them not to tell you what you'll be selling. You don't bring people in to sell things that they're ultimately will refuse to use. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so now the next question is the market for the product growing? So you don't want something that is limited with the number of people coming in. Okay. So for instance, the make money online. If you're selling products to help people who make money online, well, that base is always growing. Okay. If you have a real product or service. Another example would be health markets. There's always more and more people coming in to those markets, so they tend to do very, very well. Examples, let me think, I'm trying to think of something that would be limited. Let's see. Well, it might be hard to, nothing jumps at me off the top of my head because I'm always thinking about the things that produce and not the things that don't produce. But that basically what you want to look for, and you want to think about it carefully, is the market growing constantly, or will it die? Is there a limit to the market? Or if there is a limit to the market, how big is that market really? Okay, because you don't want to be in what they call a pyramid. A pyramid would be lacking the actual real product, and it would be dependent totally on you recruiting other people in order for you to make money. That's would also might be referred to as a Ponzi scheme. But multi-level marketing and network marketing, by definition, are not Ponzi schemes. They actually are real markets with real products, with people coming into the market constantly. And that's what you're looking for. So is the market for the product growing? And then does the company have an established track record, right? Now you can Google online the best multi-level marketing or the best network marketing. You'll come up with list of companies. And then you'll find things written by the media. Okay, so we'll cover some of those things in a second. But do you understand these things, right? Okay, is there a real product to sell? Do they tell you what they will actually be promoting? Is the market for the product actually growing? Does the company have an established track record? All right, so that all makes sense. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so we now know that MLM, affiliate marketing, can I spell marketing, and or network marketing is not by definition a pyramid or scam. You simply need to do due diligence, just like when buying a house, because every house you look at is not something you want. Okay? So the media tells you over and over again now remember, the people reporting in the media are not members of any network marketing company. They have no freaking idea what they're talking about. They're presenting stories to you to actually what's going to sell. People want to hear about scams. That's what gets people to watch their show and watch their report. And they have somebody who's never done any of this and pretty much likes to tell you that everything is a scam, and it's not. It's no more scam than a real estate agent taking to your house that you don't really want and telling you all the reasons why you want it, and then you end up buying it and then realizing it was something you didn't want. It means you didn't do your due diligence. You didn't listen to yourself, and you made a choice to get something you didn't want. So listen to yourself. If you go to highly established products and you just think they're a scam and there's nothing anybody can say that they're a scam, then don't bother signing up. Don't do any of this. Don't even get into the marketplace, okay? So just do your due diligence, because MLM, affiliate marketing, and network marketing is not by definition a scam. All right, does that make sense? All right, good. So we know now that network marketing affiliate marketing network and or multi-level marketing is not by definition a scam or a pyramid. It's just a matter of you doing due diligence to identify those that aren't. So right up front we learned that if they aren't telling you what they're selling, then steer away from it. But now let's just say you have signed up for a company that you thought was good, and you get inside. So what's going to be your red flags inside? Well, number one, are you able to contact your upline sponsor? Okay, can you do that? And then if you can, will that sponsor talk to you? Now this is the key point that most people will not talk to you about when they're making their sales to you. Or some will tell you that they will, but and they don't. So will that sponsor talk to you? If he does talk to you, then will that sponsor train you? Okay? Or does the sponsor, it might be he or she, or does the sponsor just pressure you to build your team? Okay? Now remember, in a multi-level marketing program, you should have a product that does not require you to build a team if you don't want to. Now, if you're signing up, I mean, you're here because you want to build a team. At least you should be. If you don't want to build a team, you shouldn't be here, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about selling product. I'm talking about building your team. So now, but the problem lies is, first, can you even talk to your sponsor? And then when you can talk to your sponsor, will your sponsor train you? Or do they just call it training, get out there and get leads, shake hands, ask your family to sign up? Is that what they call training? Now, training can come in many forms, right? It can come in online training. It can come in webinars. It can come via email. You may have to broaden what you're calling training, because I mean, I've run into myself. If somebody isn't getting trained the way they specifically want, they'll tell you that you're not training them, and that may or may not be true. So evaluate things on a little bit broader scale. Training comes in many forms. It can be audio only. It can be a video. It can be the form of a written PDF training guide. It can be email training. It can be one-on-one training. So everything, training comes in many, many forms. But the question is your sponsor training you? And then in the various forms, it's important then to evaluate, will that form of training work for you? All right. So that's really where I like to differentiate my team. I will work with you one-on-one. I won't do things for you. I will teach you how to do things. You have to take action. I will provide you training and webinars and access to material I have, and you get more and more of that as you demonstrate willingness to take action. Okay, there's no pressure. I'm going to contact you, and if you don't respond to me, then that's on you. It's like I said, you must be willing to talk to your sponsor, and if you're not, then you're the Lone Ranger, and you're probably going to fail. So I don't want you to be there. So will that sponsor talk to you? Will that sponsor train you? Are you willing to talk to your sponsor? All right. Some of this is on you as a member of the team. And then finally, as you work your way through, let me expand this a little bit on the whiteboard. But when you first sign up, you need to also note is, will you be comfortable using the product? Okay, now what does that mean? Well, if you're going to sell the product, you need to use it, period. Okay, and that's why companies, multi-level marketing, network marketing companies have auto ships, Because if you're not willing to use the company, if you're not willing to use the product, then you will never actually have a passion for selling it, and you will not do well. Okay, so it must be something you want to use, and so I'll show you my examples, why I'm willing to do what I'm doing. Okay, you must be comfortable using the product. If you're not, get out of the company, because you won't do well. Okay, does that make sense? Finally, do you understand the payment structure? Some of them are very complicated, and if you can't get it explained to you, then I would probably not want to be in it. It should be able to be broken down for you so that it makes sense. Okay. So, and then you want to look at the commission structure. How much commission do you make off the product? Okay. In many companies, it's not very much. If you're to make any money at all of significance, you actually have to build a team to do that. So is that what you want to do? If you're in a company where the commissions on the products are low, and most of the money is made by your sponsored team and their affiliates making money, and you can't really profit very well that way, then you want to consider how much are you really into the team building. Okay, because that's very important. You're doing this as an opportunity, so you should be willing to do the team building. But look at it. What is your commission structure? Okay, because you are going to have people come in and only want the product. That's a fact of life. So what will you make from that effort? There's actually going to be more people who only want the product and nothing else than there are going to be people wanting to be on your team. That's a fact of life. So how much can you make from that? That's very important. So I'll show you why. So I'll use my real examples, because why would I use an example from something I don't know? So let's take a look at real examples and where all of these things apply. Okay, so let's just do a little reminder first. Right? So we looked at these things. Is there a product to sell? Were you told actually what you would be promoting before you signed up? Is the market for the product growing? Does the company have an established track record? All right. Now, also understanding that MLM and network marketing, affiliate marketing is not a pyramid scheme by definition, nor is it a scam. It just requires you do some due diligence before you commit yourself to doing it. Are you able to? These things are very important. Able to contact your sponsor? Will they work with you? Will they train you? Does the sponsor pressure you just to build a team? Or do they actually spend time working with you? Will you be comfortable using the product? That's very important. Do you understand the payment structure? Absolutely vital. Okay, does all that make sense? Okay, so let's take a look at inside. Let's take a look at how I chose my products. Okay, so one of my main products is the 7-minute workout. So let's take a look at that with regard to everything we talked about. First of all, you can almost instantly tell that this, well, you can actually, you can tell by the title that it's a workout fitness product. Okay, so you know that immediately without even reading that that's what this is. So there's no doubt here about this. Now, if you do your due diligence, you'll know that the company exists for 2 years. And I'm sure you can find somebody complaining about something online about it. That's just the way people are. But the bottom line is the company has a solid, proven track record. You can actually look up the two owners, Joel Therrien and Chris Reed, and see that they really are backgrounds in karate and in weightlifting and weight building. That's what they do, but they're not teaching you to become a karate guy or weightlifter. They're just getting you fit. All right, and they're also telling you there's an opportunity, and they make clear what the commission structure is. 100% commissions. Okay, so that's on products and on downline, and they explain all of that on their opportunity pages and testimonials. So you can find all of this information I talked about very easily when signing up for 7-minute workout. Okay, And and let's take a look at the base, right? It's a health market. The population of the world is growing, so therefore this base of customers or potential customers is constantly growing. So therefore it pretty much meets all the definitions. And this is how I separate myself. If you come in and you contact me, I will talk to you and I will provide you training, and I'll show you all that later. The point isn't to make you or to get you necessarily to sign up for this, but for you to understand that many folks won't do that, and that's just a fact. Okay, that's just a hard fact of life. Getting real team leaders is not easy. So, my other opportunity is Pure Leverage, and that page. Well, let me give you an example first. This page is a squeeze page for Pure Leverage, so don't mistake that for hiding something. This is just to get you to the page where you would actually sign up and buy. So nothing is bought here. There's only an email. So this isn't deceptive. They're telling you they have a home-based business with 100% commissions. So would you be interested in knowing more? Yes. Okay, great. So let's take a look. The actual sign-up page where you would go and go to make your purchase contains all of the information about what you get, the training you get, the products you get, and the products you would be selling. The commission structure is identified. It's all there. They don't hide anything. Pure Leverage is based on a company that's been around for over 4 years. They let you in for $1. They tell you how much the product actually costs. There's no requirement for you to become a reseller or seller of it. That does not exist here. They do point out to you how much money you can make in selling this, and the base for this product is continually growing. There's more and more people looking to start their own businesses, to become independent day in and day out. And I'm not going to talk about all these tools specifically, but what you're selling here is the tools to build those businesses. So they are absolutely necessary tools. They aren't some made up invented thing to try to convince you that they are necessary. They are necessary, and that's just a fact. So what better, and that's why I use these two, and plus it's also 100% commissions. So there's that commission coverage. And once again, they have great training inside. They show you, they provide you a bunch of great training. Plus, I enhance that training by you being able to work with me directly in getting leads and people into your downline. All right. So that's the difference. Let's say, I don't remember the structures for companies like Herbalife and so forth, but I know that on their product, their commission levels are much, much lower. That much of your ability to become an independent and successful business relies on your downline, where I can sell this product only and make substantial income because I get 100% commissions from the sale of the product. It's a recurring product, so it must be sold. It is something that I want and need and use, so therefore I know I can sell it with the passion because I know that it works. I actually use the thing, okay? So you see how that all works into selecting your company, right? So I wanted you to understand all of that before you go any further with me or with anybody, because this is vital information. It doesn't apply to whether you just work with me or whether you work or who you work with. It applies to any opportunity you decide to go into. All right, does all that make sense? All right, and that's it for this one. We'll talk about more things to look out for in the next video lesson. Thanks for being here, and I'm Wayne Scherer, and I'm glad you were here, and I hope this helps you make a decision accurately and for building your own business. And I do welcome you on my team. So if you would like to join my team, please click the buttons down below on the page from this newsletter, assuming you're watching this on the newsletter page and not